grown-ups, and the Buckaroos will kick it off here to open up homecoming. A must-win for both teams, basically. Wallace line drives it down to about the 15, and it will go out of bounds. They will kick it off at the 35. There's that special teams play that Hap talked about, but 35, let's see what the Buckaroos can do from there defensively. Again, saying the defense, Dusty Alberts in there along with Nathan Oliver, Greg Beamer, Brian Noe. It will be Tanner Smith, also Andrew Wild shooting in there. So here we go. Langmesser also at a defensive end. Here comes the Buckaroo defense. The quarterback is Bruce Warden, running out of a slot. Motion man right behind. They're going to give it to the motion man. Gets outside. He's got some running room. Finally run out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. A big run. Man in motion was number 32. He was from the wing, and they just handed off number 2.
They don't have one on the list.
They do not have. It was 32, I believe.
32
no, it wasn't. He's a quarterback. We do not have that jersey. So it's going to be a game.
Change numbers because 32 is a receiver. Number 2 is a quarterback. Warden must be.
So Warden is. They've changed numbers with Warden.
Quarterback Warden is number 2.
So there's an inside handoff. That again is going to be short gain. In on the tackle is going to be a big hit by, I believe, Tanner Smith. Good hit. It'll be a gain of maybe 1. The ball moved to the Redmond 47-yard line. Give him 1. Second down and 9. Trying to early on penetrate that Pendleton defense and got a big run. We'll try to get who 32 is now. It might be Van Nice. There's motion man. We'll say that's Van Nice. They're going to give it all wide open to over the left tackle. He may go. He's to the 30, 20. He is a 10 touchdown. That will go to Brandon Carpenter from 54 yards out. They just went over left tackle and nobody was there. Defensive end went wide. Tackle got blocked down, and it is a big touchdown run for Carpenter.
Well, just almost a counter-type play as the slot man running in motion. A sprint out to the motion, really going in motion. Fakes the handoff to him. The fullback comes right off of his hip and hands it off, goes off tackle for the touchdown.
Kick is up. The kick is good. The Buckaroos down in less than a minute. 7-0 to the Redmond Panthers. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. And the Buckaroos will receive. It's going to be a short kick to the 15, and Chase Berry gets up over the 30 and will be piled down at the 31-yard line. That's where the Buckaroos, pretty good field position for the Buckaroo offense. Down 7-0 over 55-yard touchdown run, and boy, they run first and throw second. They had 3 nice runs. Actually, 2 of the 3 were very nice and put 7 on the board. Here comes a new football, and George Gillette will put it down on the 31-yard line. Pendleton in those green and gold uniforms. Kelly Green with the gold pant. Here we go. Single back, a little bit of a different offensive look. And there's motion man. There's Kip Curtis. They're going to fake. Kip Curtis gets a little bit of behind tip and a nice play. They put Kip Curtis in motion. They option. They fake the ball to the fullback in Chase Berry, and he's going to gallop over the 50 to Redmond territory to the 49. So a nice gain of about 17, 18 yards, 20 yards.
20 yards. New look for the Buckaroos right there on that play. It's kind of similar to what Hood River did a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
Wing back in motion, and they pitch it to him.
They're in a double wing formation. There they go. There's a motion man. They're going to give it off to Chase Berry, and they clog it up in the middle. He'll get maybe a yard, and they'll move the ball into Redmond territory a little bit closer to about the 47-yard line. Second down, we'll call it, let's call it 8. Give him 2. Checking in will be Greg Beamer. So a very nice run by Kip Curtis. That's the first time he's carried the ball this year, I believe.
Good strong run by Kip.
It was.
He put some speed on right there when he got to the corner and did a nice job.
To the near side, they're going double split. Greg Beamer on the far side, double wing formation. Here's a motion man. That's Alberts. Here goes There goes Nui. He's going to break through into the secondary, cuts inside, tries to run over a defender, gets down to the Redmond 30, and that's where he'll be stopped finally by the Redmond Panthers. And this has confused Redmond a little bit.
It really has, and it's a nice-looking little offense. They run that man in motion, a belly play. Belly's way out around the back of the fullback and has the option set up right there. Brian keeps it 17 yards on the carry and a first down again for the Buckaroos.
Nice run by Brian. Made a good decision, cut inside the contain. Here goes that offensive line. We'll talk about him here in a moment. First and 10 from the Redmond 30-yard line. 7-0. There goes the motion man. They're going to pitch outside. There goes Curtis inside the 20. Cuts outside. Good, beautiful block by Bieber, and it's a touchdown from 30 yards out. And that will go to Kip Curtis, and they do not have containment off that pitch.
They really don't. That's a 30-yard run for Kip Curtis, and just like you said, they're so worried about Brian Noe. They have no tight end out there at all. They have a single receiver out there, so there's nobody on that side. They've spread them out.
They're just optioning that first guy.
The first guy. They pitch it back to Kip Curtis. Greg Beamer did a great job blocking downfield. Just stayed with his man, turned him twice, one inside, one outside, and finally Kip was able to get by him.
And there's offsides, and right there, let's see if they think about going for two here with 1.5 yards. They will not.
We're certainly looking for a better performance and extra points tonight. Last week, every conversion we had was missed.
And you kind of lose momentum. And Kenley is a very, very good kicker. We have bragged about him for the last couple of years and kind of got into a funk. And a lot of it has to do with the snap and all the timing. So it's not just always the kicker's situation. There's a bad snap, and going to fall on it. Pendleton will lose it, and there is going to be a 15-yard penalty, unsportsmanlike, as we had an individual throw the ball down against an opponent. 9:26 left, 7-6. Redmond with the lead. Let's take a 30-second timeout.
Lucky Roy Carter stops by for J&B Automotive on 22 Willard.
Back as the Buckaroos now face a kick, I think, from their own 25. Is that where they're going to place it? Well, I'll tell you, that's a huge play. They will get, speaking of Redmond, outstanding field position, but that is just something you've got to control your emotions out there a little bit. And the snap, I don't know, I think it was a little bit outside to him.
Behind him.
And 7-6, but Pendleton gets on the board very quickly from their own 25. It'll be Wallace to kick. See what special teams can do here. There is a nice kick down to about the 24-yard line. Redmond will pick it up, and good, solid tackling. He'll get up over the 35 to about the 36, but that is an excellent job of coverage on the kickoff.
It really was. I didn't see who it was. I see Dunphy coming away from that, Nick Hawkins coming away from that, so they did a good job of hustling down there.
There you go. Picking out that defensive line again. Langmesser on the near side, along with Schuning. I think, is that Cody Schuning in there as well?
Sean Orr.
That's Sean Orr, okay. Sean Orr, there's the motion man. That's Van Dyke, and he has got running room to the outside, breaks a tackle, gets 11 yards. Really a nice run, and Pendleton has got to watch the corners. They do a pretty good job of blocking on the corner. And, Dusty Albert's coming up limping, and he has had an Achilles problem, and he is limping. Checking out will be Nathan Oliver. Boy, he is limping a bunch.
Yeah, he really is, and he's an outside linebacker, really one that's responsible for the contain on that side, or one of the outsides.
So here we go. Buckaroos with a 1st and 10 immediately, and they will go inside. There's a big hole again. Broken tackle. He may go 30. Can they knock him out of bounds? They do at the 13-yard line. Finally coming in on the tackle, Brian Noe collars him, but a huge run again, and they have not been able to control a run most of this year. It has been a problem since the beginning with Lake Oswego.
And Redmond is yet to try to even really run an option yet. That's something that they've been doing with quite a bit of success. And right now they're just running basic football, faking to the man in motion going across the middle quickly and giving to the fullback right off his tail.
And there is nobody over the left tackle. They're blocking down on Langmesser, and there is a huge hole off the left side, and that's something they're going to have to shore up. And it comes down basically to man, just taking on that double team and splitting it, slowing it down. So a 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line, a huge run by Carpenter. Lone back is Carpenter. And they're going to give it off again to Andyke, and he will be thrown for no gain. In on the play there, I believe. Dusty Alberts hanging in there in spite of limping around a little bit. But going that side, it was well defended, trying to go left to right rather than right to left, which has had some great opportunity. That was actually a loss of about a half a yard. 2nd down, and call it 10. The ball on the Pendleton 13-yard line. They have run nearly at will. There's a motion man from his wide out position. There goes an inside trap, and they will do a good job of stuffing that. So they run a trap inside the right guard over the center. Running the football was, I believe, Brian Andyke. That is Andyke, so we still don't know who number 32 is. That could be Sam Houston.
No, he's number 3, and he's out there. He's the big tall kid. That guy's 6'3" for sure.
Still don't have a name to a number at number 32.
Now 32's back at quarterback, so that might have been Warden.
That might have been Warden. You're right. There's a fake. There's an inside. Nope, they did not. They hung on to it, and Warden will pick up about 4, but he is thrown down inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line. Pretty good job, I'll tell you. I thought that they gave the ball off a trap right up the nose, and that will be Warden with the football, and it will be a gain of about 4, and they will go for the field goal from the 15. It'll be a 25-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up. I'm not sure. It is going to be wide, and the Buckaroo defense holds after a long run all the way down to the 13, and they cannot advance this. The Buckaroos will take over on their own about 7-yard line. That was a good defensive effort.
Really was. Yeah, I think it was a great defensive effort. I guess if you want to question something, you might question what Redmond's thinking when they don't come back to the 2 plays that they've run for 40 and 50 yards.
I'd run that
this side. I'd run it until they tackled me for a loss.
I agree with you.
They didn't do it. Luckily for the Buckaroos, they get the ball back, and let's see what their offense can do here.
And with the missed field goal, they will place it on the 20-yard line. So 80 yards to go to get a lead. Here out of the double wing formation. They're going to fake the ball. There goes Noe. Noe's got a block by Beamer. Cuts inside up over the 30 to the 43, 42-yard line. Big first down run, and that will be about 22 yards for the Buckaroos.
Good job by Brian Noe. I thought he gave the ball to the fullback in Chase Berry right there, and Brian held on to it and went right around the outside. Going to have a timeout, Red.
We're going to have a timeout. We're going to take a timeout. 7:07 left in the first. Buckaroos down by 1. 7-6. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Zimmerman's is your downtown Pendleton True Value Hardware store. The Naughtons pride themselves in quality personal service with each and every customer. Fall is here, and it's time to stop by Zimmerman's Hardware for tons of home use items, interior paints, handyman tools, faucets, winterizing materials, and much, much more. Make it into Zimmerman's today. 348 South Main in Pendleton, or call 276-6321. That's 276-6321. Zimmerman's, your...
As the Buckaroos from their own 42-yard line will have the football. Motion man going to cut inside. There's Dusty Alberts. Will get corralled. He'll get some forward momentum to about the 45-yard line, and it will be 2nd down and call it 8. Give Dusty Alberts. They faked it like they're going to try to go outside, and then they take off and try to go over the center spot. And they do a pretty good job to the Redmond Panther defense.
Did just a power, really. He was trying to belly outside and then just had a good running angle, running back up right behind Chase Berry.
2nd down, call it 8 from their own 45-yard line. Noe. He's going to fake. There's Noe cutting inside. Oh, he gets trapped. There's going to be a flag all the way down, a first down all the way inside. Yep, it's going to be a flag against the Buckaroos. Oh, boy.
That was a nice run by Brian.
That was.
He was tripped up early and stumbled forward, had the first down, but they're going to bring it back. Looked like he threw it somewhere right around the 50-yard line.
Yeah, about the 49. He got it into Redmond territory at about the 46-yard line. Easily a first down, but that's going to come back. They'll have second and long. George, do not throw a bunch of flags tonight. 40-yard line is where they'll be.
Bring up second down and about 12.
Second and 12, and right now they're struggling with that option, are the Redmond Panthers.
I'll tell you one thing, too, is running this option like this, that's going to set up some passing lanes for Brian to just step back out of that option.
I was just thinking of that.
Greg Beamer, a big target on the outside.
So here they go, and what do we have? Timeout by the Buckaroos. We're going to take a timeout. 6-11, big first down run by Brian Noy, but is called back with a holding penalty. Out of the double wing formation. Here goes motion man. They're going to option, and it'll be Alberts gets tripped, and he will spin for about 3, maybe 4 yards. He'll get to the Pendleton 45. Give him a little over 3. So it'll be third down and call it 9. Third and 9.
That's where, if you had some speed right there, breakaway speed, Dusty a little hampered by the ankle, the Achilles problem right there. He did have a little seam. He just couldn't get through it quick enough to pick up some big yardage there.
Look for a throw here, maybe a play action. They have White out left and right, Van Cleve along with Beamer. And I'll tell you, they play fairly tight. Here's a motion man, tucking inside, looking, throwing, has a man open, but he misses him. That was intended for Van Cleve, and Pendleton will be faced in a punt situation. I did notice
Beamer open across the
early. I thought he did.
Running a post pattern. It looked like he was open early, but Brian didn't see him. He was trying to get the ball on a little dump off, actually, to Chase Berry, coming across from the backfield.
Was that Chase? Excuse me.
But not open.
Okay, fourth down and 8, and Brian Noy from his own 32-yard line will punt. Oh, a high snap, but collected. They'll set up. There's a beautiful punt, and it will back up. There's a fumble, and he does not. He picks it up. Oh, that was going to be huge for the Buckaroos. Beautiful job by Dunphy to get down. He got the punt returner from Redmond immediately, but nearly that ball was flung in towards the end zone.
Yeah, it was. It really popped out of his hands, and really the tackle by Dunphy helped the receiver catch that ball as he kind of spun him around, allowed him to get that football. If he would have been able to get on that ball, it would have went loose. But great punt by Brian Noy.
Boy, it turned over.
Excellent hustle by Dunphy getting downfield. They're going to start at about their 8-yard line.
That's where they will start, from their own 8. Twin backs. Gordon running option. Now he's back to pass. Breaks up. Had people all around him. Look out. That is a clip. And going down, that will definitely be a clip, as right in on the play was going to be Van Cleve, and he is hit directly in the back. Everybody in the stadium saw that. But they had Warden back for about a 4-yard loss and just could not corral him.
Well, he wasn't trying to pass, I didn't think. It looked to me like he was just kind of sitting back there looking for a place to run.
I thought he
dancing around a little bit. But what I thought was interesting, I don't think he actually ever did get tackled. He just stopped, because I think he saw the clip and he just stopped running.
Well, you know, I think there's they're going to say it's a hold, but look more like a
that was a clip.
More like a clip, but it will go back and be a gain of a couple. Second down and call it 8 from the point of the foul. Second and 8. The ball resting at about the 10-yard line, their own 10. Single split near side, twin backs, motion man right behind the quarterback. They're going to give it off this time to Carpenter, and he is stuffed right at the 11, so a short gain, and there's Sean Orr, as Kelly just relayed. Good job.
Yep, good job by Sean Orr stepping right in there.
So it'll be second down. It should be, yes, it will be second down and call it 7.
Tim Austin also in on that tackle. He's in at linebacker.
Well, you've talked about Tim Austin. You think he makes things
I think
happen?
he can make some good plays happen. He is big, strong kid. He's just a...
And he can run.
Tim Austin, he is a
Awesome.
sophomore, 6'2", 185 pounds, and he's got speed and he's strong.
So here they go. Second down, call it 7. Here goes a quick pitch. There's a missed tackle. His beam was right there. Had him, the running back, and Dyke kind of ducked him, but there was some good second wave defenders in there to make the play.
Well, it was Sean Orr again, following down from his defensive tackle position, following the line of scrimmage, stayed right with it, and drilled him. Beamer put out a pretty good shot on him. He was able to keep his balance, spin out of that, but Sean Orr drops him for maybe a yard loss.
3rd down and 9. That is exactly the same play that they have been able to run big plays on. Maybe they've got that one sniffed out. Here goes a blitz. Back to pass is Warden. He is nearly thrown down. Ball put up. Oh, they had a man wide open, but he could not get enough on it at about the 36, 37-yard line. But, boy, good pressure put on Warden that time, and that was an ill-advised pass. But her defenders stopped, and instead of going with the flow of the ball, you could just see a couple defenders not going with the flow of the ball.
It was a good job of blitzing. That was Tim Austin coming on that. He went on the blitz. They had him blocked. He slid off of it and went after the quarterback. He was in the end zone when he had a hold of him, but he got it out of his hands.
Here's the snap. Good snap. Pretty good. Oh, they just ran into the kicker. I am telling you what, and that is going to be automatic first down and a terrible kick, and Pendleton would have had the ball on their 35-yard line. They had this
right in his chest.
Yep, he did. There is no question that those are the things that cause you to not win ball games. Right there. You knew you were going to have an outstanding field position. So it'll be an automatic first down for the Redmond Panthers. And it was not a violent collision, but they just ran into him.
He was going hard after the punt block, and he just couldn't stop. And the punter, he did his job. He stepped up into it, took the hit.
But again, that is all in knowing to go about 2-3 yards in front rather than go directly at the punter.
He was coming straight up the middle. They didn't block it at all. I'm surprised they didn't get the punt.
1st and 10 from the 20. There goes an inside counter, and picking up a yard or two will be number 40, I believe. That will be 45, Carpenter. He will pick up about, call it 4, 2nd down and a long 7. So he moves the ball to the 24-yard line.
Tanner Smith makes the tackle there.
2nd down, call it 7. Warden was the individual. He did not change jerseys. They just put him out on the wing and let him run the football like he did a year ago. Here goes quarterback sneak. He tried to go over the left guard in between the center and left guard, and Pendleton sniffed that out pretty well as a middle part of that defensive line, doing a good job. Roy shooting in there along with Dunphy.
Sean Orr, Tanner Smith all in on that tackle.
3rd down and 5. 3rd and 5, and the defense has made some adjustments, done a nice job.
They really have.
And Sean Orr is really playing quite well right there in the middle. So they go single split left and right, and they go out of the unbalanced running back situation. Warden back to pass. In trouble, throws and caught. Are they going to say he did?
It looked like it skipped. That's what the coaches are saying, but they're going to give it to him.
That's going to be close to a first down. It will be a first down. Catching it was Justin Van Nuys. There's that number 10.
Looked like number 15, actually.
15, that was Van Nuys. So it will be a first down throw. They get the ball up over their own 30. That's going to be about the 32-yard line. Time left here in the first, 1:23. Long count. Going to give it off second man. Big hole. Oh, there's a face mask. My goodness. Just mistake after mistake. They did a good job. I think in on the play was Tim Austin, and he grabbed the face mask and It will be a major penalty. That's a major one. You could see his, yeah, that was pretty
Play
obvious.
for Tim. I mean, he was coming on a blitz, and he ran right by him and just reached out to grab, and that was the first thing his fingers got a hold of.
Major penalty. That's going to move it all the way to right at the 50-yard line. They had Redmond in a punt situation with 4th down. They were punting from near their own end zone. And within 2 minutes, they are at the Pendleton, right at the 50-yard line. Warden calling signals. And inside, try to give it to Brian Andyke, rather, and he will drive for about 3. He'll get up to about the 46, 47-yard line. They had him stopped early, but he grounded out for another yard or 2. Good run by Andyke. 2nd down, call it 7.
Tackle by Orr. Brian Zimmerman also in there on that.
So it'll be 2nd down and call it 7 from the Pendleton 47-yard line. Out of the staggered eye. And he'll fake. Warden going to keep it. Got some running room. Knocked down. Good job. It looked like a defender from Pendleton was a little bit out of...
Dusty.
That was Dusty Alberts. He came back and made a nice play. That's going to be a gain of about 3.
He did. He's playing the linebacker, and he went to the outside, forcing the play to the inside, fought off his blocker, and came back down on the inside to make that tackle.
So it was Warden taken down. When we come back, it'll be 3rd down and a long 3.
Complete at Big John's Hometown Pizza with the best of pizza, beverages, and sports.
Welcome back. 3rd down and a long 3, and Pendleton is offsides. So again, self-destruction, and those things come back to bite you and put you in a situation where you just don't want to be. An automatic 1st down inside to the Pendleton 39.
That's 35 yards and penalties on this play, or this drive, for Redmond.
1st and 10 from the Pendleton 39-yard line. Pendleton needs a turnover. Long count by Warden, going to give it off to Carpenter, and Carpenter, no, Warden, did he keep it?
No, he handed off.
No, he did. He did give it to Carpenter for a short gain. Give him a couple. He gets to the Pendleton 37-yard line.
Tim Austin on the tackle.
Hey, you talked about him a couple weeks ago, and heck, he is playing well. He's doing a good job.
He really is. He's getting involved. They're sending him a lot on some blitzes. They're trying to pick a gap for him to go through, and he's just causing problems.
So it'll be 2nd down. Give him a yard. 2nd down and 9 from the 37-yard line of Pendleton. Opening moment, 2nd period. Pendleton down 1. Here goes Warden. He looked like he originally wanted to give it the fullback, and Warden is corralled in there. Andrew Wild, and I think Zimmerman in on the play. Nice job, and that'll be actually a foot loss as the chain or the box goes back a step or 2. So it'll be 11:19 left. It'll be 3rd down and 9, probably 4-down territory. They have thrown just 2 balls, excuse me. They are 1 for 2. Here goes option. No, he's going to try to throws, and not in time to turn. Sam Houston went out on a flat pattern and looked up a little bit late as pretty good pressure forced him to throw quicker than he anticipated.
It was, and Pendleton again doing a good job on defense. They've stopped him now finally on this drive. They're going to get the ball back with a good punt return right here.
Nathan Oliver will be back to collect the punt. Punter is at his 50-yard line. Good snap. And it will be just a pooch kick. Hits the 20. And what is Dumpy doing? Oh, boy. That's Little League stuff there. He got about a foot away from the ball, and all you have to do is block him into the ball. It's a free ball.
Well, the first coach right there was talking to him, giving him the motion to get the heck out of the way.
Look at these guys coaching. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Here come the Buckaroos. Out of, again, double wing. Motion man is going to be Alberts, but they'll give it to the first man through, and that's going to be Chase Berry. Chase has had very little running room, as he will have a couple yards. He'll get it to about the 20-yard line, their own 20. And now John Fisher has hurt himself, and they're going to have to bring somebody else in. They're going to bring in a play. That will be Swearingen. Stuart Swearingen comes in as a guard. I'll tell you, they don't lose anything with Swearingen in there. He does a good job. Second down, call it 8. 2nd and 8. Single split left and right out of the double wing. Motion man is Alberts. And there goes the Oregon play. A little flicker. Tucks inside, still running hard, gets close to the first down, but they're going to say he's going to be, where are they going to mark it? He's going to be about a yard short. They fake inside with the counter, get the flow going right, and then pitch left. And that was a nice job. Nice play call.
It was a good play call. Good job of hard running by Dusty Alberts. He's a fullback really playing on that wing. He's not somebody that's going to run away from you, but he will make you put a good hit on him.
Out of the double wing. Look for Chase Berry possibly here. They just need less than a yard. They're going to give it off. Nope, they're going to pitch it outside. Alberts is going to be thrown down, and I don't know. I think he's short.
Lost a yard, actually.
He did. He lost a yard. Well, he tried to. Yeah, he's going to be back to about the 26, and they will end up punting. So it'll be 9:51 left, 7-6 the score, and the Buckaroos face to punt. Third down and less than a yard. Cannot get it done here on this third down play. Back to punt after delivering one beautiful punt. Here comes Cody Schuning. There's a snap, good snap, and they're going to fake it. There goes Newey. He needs a yard. Is he going to get it? I don't know. It is very close.
Oh, yeah, he got way past the line.
Did he? I'm missing it.
A yard behind the line.
Okay, you're right. That was. He gets up over the 30 to about the 34-yard line. I like the play call.
Good call. Good aggressive running by Brian. He knew where he had to go, and he was going to try. Thought for a moment to maybe get to the outside, dance around. Then he looked at the sticks and just put his head down and took off.
Just go north and south, Kelly. That's right.
About 4.
Andy Austin, Zimmerman in there. Fisher is okay. He is back in the lineup. I think he must just cramped up possibly. 1st and 10. The ball resting on the Pendleton 31-yard line. Pendleton down 1. There you go. Play action. They're looking. They've got, almost intercepted. The pass intended for Dusty Alberts running out in the middle of the zone. And, that was close.
Dusty wasn't really open at all there. Brian tried to force that one, scooted in there, but a little different look out of the offense. That time Chase Berry was back about 4 yards, not the customary up position right behind Brian, and they faked the draw, sucked the end in. It was a good play fake.
Great play fake.
Good coverage by Redmond on the pass.
2nd down and 10. The ball at the 31-yard line of Pendleton. Single split left and right. Greg Beamer to the near side. Drew Van Cleve to the far side. Big gap left. Here they go. Going to pitch out to Alberts, trying to get, and he has no place to go. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but it takes so long to get there. There's just really having difficulty getting to the corner.
Dusty's not going to be somebody that can run away from you on the outside. He needs to be running the inside stuff, and Kip Curtis had pretty good success running around this corner, but he has yet to run the ball again.
8:24 and counting, 7-6. It is 3rd down and 10. Pendleton needs to make some conversions. They're going to go twins to the near side, single split far side. Now they go out of the veer look. Long count, checking off maybe. Back to pass, looking inside, screen caught by Beamer. He's to the 40, 50, down to 42. Big play, and I did not think it was going to be open, but he waited just enough time to clear, because early on it looked like a defender was right in front of Beamer. Good play call and a beautiful run and throw.
It's a good job of running by Beamer to be patient and not scoot through there. Line did an excellent job holding him out long enough. A lot of times on that, when it's not open, the line is already going to let him go through.
And 33 yards on that pass play. Excellent job.
Good job. That's that middle screen. We beckon back to the Marshfield game. That was what they killed Pendleton with in 1994-95. Motion man is Alberts. And there's going to be something happen. Pendleton.
One of the guards flinched.
So it'll be first and 15.
Was going to set that up as a counter play as Alberts was going in motion, and they were going to come right back to the inside with Kip Curtis coming back the other way.
Drew Van Cleve to bring in the play. First and 15. The ball resting on the Redmond 46-yard line. Lots of time, 7:55 left here in the second period. Pendleton down 1. Who would have thought it would be the way things were running early? And there goes Veer, fakes inside and gets nearly back at the 5 yards. Will pick up about 4 as Newey fakes the pitch, moves around the right end, and will be thrown down after a gain. Give him 3, I guess, or 4 yards. 4-yard carry. Second down and call it 11. The ball at the Redmond 44-yard line. Checking in will be Dusty Alberts. Pendleton offense, if they do not put themselves in long situations, have done fine. Second and 11. Single coverage over here on Greg Beamer. Out of the double wing formation. There goes Alberts inside. There goes Chase. He's to the 30. He may make it. 10, 5, touchdown, no flags. They run a trap up the middle. They faked with Alberts in motion, and it was wide open, almost reminiscent of what Redmond has been doing, except they were inside the tackles more.
Exactly what Redmond was doing. This time they ran it to the inside. Redmond's been running it off the tackle. Pendleton runs it off the guard. Chase Berry, I don't think he got touched. 42 yards and the touchdown for the Buckaroos.
Pendleton, I believe, will go for 2 here. Dunphy will check in. It'll be interesting. They may go double tight here, or jumbo. You're right. Right here, you might look for the tight end to be open. They're going to go jumbo formation. They're not sure where to be. Here we go. Single split near side. They're going to go try to get outside to the left, and breaking a tackle is Chase Berry, and it is a Pendleton lead 14-7. You got to love it. And when you get momentum, and that is momentum, the Buckaroos offense kind of clicked there.
Well, it is, and you know, one thing that's good about that, I mean, it's great that they score, but another good thing to see is that they come back. They had some adversity happen when Redmond had the drive. They kept getting penalty after penalty, giving them the ball back, and we come out, do the fake punt. That's what got them going.
That's right.
And then they come down and score, and they get the big run by Chase, and that gets things going on the green and gold sidelines.
Buckaroos take a lead 14-7, and what I feel good about is the defense starting to play better as well.
They really are playing well, and I like the look of the new offense.
Yeah.
That's effective.
It's a very interesting look, and a lot of people are involved in it.
It really is, and it sets up a lot of things to be doing some different things. There's some reverses. There's a lot of different plays that can go off of that.
Give Chase Berry a lot of credit. He showed determination. He did a good job on that 2-point conversion, and a huge run for the touchdown. And Wallace will kick it off, and a long punt or kick rather to the 12. Here comes Redmond spinning around and finally brought down at about the 32-yard line. So a decent field position.
Enough to get 20 yards, and that's not. Really like to see a lot better coverage by the Buckaroos there.
Number 34. The return man is Matt Ellsworth, the 6'1", 165-pounder. So the Buckaroos with the 14-7 lead, 31-yard line, where Redmond in the second quarter takes over. 6:57 left here in the second. There's a motion man. And they will give it off, first guy through, and that will be Carpenter. He'll get a yard or 2 And I'll tell you, they've got a body on somebody most of the time. And is that Tim again, Tim Austin?
No, that was actually Roy Schuning.
Roy Schuning.
There, he was really slid off his block and just put a shoulder into him. He couldn't get his hands out there, put his shoulder into him, knocked him off balance, and he was able to get him down.
So it'll be a gain of 1. The ball at the 33-yard line, their own 33 of Redmond. Redmond with the football. Single split left and right. Long count. Back to pass, play action, run out of the pocket, and is thrown out of bounds, or popped out of bounds by Austin. I'll tell you, he has been a good addition to this defense.
He really has. He is covering the field sideline to sideline,
Yes,
coming up the middle, and I thought we might have had a problem there. Greg Beamer got hung up a little bit on the inside, let Warden get to the outside, but Austin showing the speed that he has, 6'2", 185, and he can fly, too.
I'll tell you, and that's something they've been looking for. And he is basically playing for Dunphy at this time. Out of the staggered eye. Back to pass, in trouble, throws, got a man open, and he is through. There's a fumble, are they going to say, the ground covered it. They find a tight end over here, or the split receiver, number 11,
A.J. Grove.
and there were 2 green jerseys right on top of Warden, the quarterback, and I'll tell you, it's going to be close.
The way they actually have it marked, it looks like he's going to be about 6 inches short.
It's going to be close. That was a nice job by Warden. As he released it, there were 2 buckaroos that hit him just as he released the football, and I thought he made a poor decision to throw it, but he was wide open.
He was wide open. They're short. They're really having to measure its fingernail width, I think. They're short by maybe a chain link or 2.
Yep, it's going to be 4th down, and it's going to be decision time. They're on their own 40. Let's see what these guys are made of.
There's no doubt. It looks like they're just going for it.
They are. Right here, you do not want to be offsides. Oftentimes, they will not call a play and take a 5-yard penalty or call a timeout in this situation. They have been able to stuff the run a little bit. Let's see what they do. 4th down and inches. 4th and inches from their own 42-yard line. Big decision, probably a quarterback sneak here. Warden, a good runner. He's going to give it off, and it will be to the number 40, Ann Dyke, and that'll be an easy first down.
Boy, he had the first down before he even took the handoff.
Yeah, he did.
Left side of the line really did an excellent job for Redmond as he did take the football. He was a yard past the mark already when he got the handoff.
So they easily get the first down. The ball at the Pendleton 45-yard line, or excuse me, the Redmond 45-yard line. 55 yards from Pater. Warden calling signals, going to give it off. No, he isn't. He's going to hang on to it, and he is corralled. And again, an excellent job in there as Andrew Wild slowed down Warden. He faked to the fullback, goes north and actually went east and west, and he doesn't get out of there quite as quick as you would think, being a former running back.
No, he really doesn't. Andrew Wild did an excellent job, kept him from going outside, made him cut up, he tripped him up. Roy Schuning following down the line and made that tackle.
2nd down, 9. He gets 1. Warden calling signals. Sounds or look like they were audibleizing. Here he goes, going to option near side. Nobody inside. Caught. Oh, and he pitches. Boy, he pitched just as he was going down to Brandon Carpenter. He was trailing him, and that is a big play. A gain of about 13 and a first down. They catch Warden, the quarterback, off the option, short of the first down, but just before he gets his knee down after being tackled, he pitches, and a nice job and a good play.
We have a flag on the far side, and they're going to back this up. Redmond's not happy about it, but they're going to back it up, it looks like.
Let's see what we've got. George is going to go talk to Robbie Robinson. And it looks like maybe a major penalty is. Let's see what we have. I'm wondering about the formation. See what we have. George is going to let us know. unsportsmanlike conduct. It was after the play. It was a dead ball penalty, and it will be a first down, but it will move it back to the 49-yard line, which is a great benefit to Pendleton.
It is.
But it is a first down. 4:48, it was after the play had ended. Something happened over on the Pendleton sideline near that action. So a 1st and 10, the ball on the 49-yard line of Redmond. Here comes Warden with the offense. Here goes option. Looks inside, and he had no place to go. I'm telling you, that gets stuffed big time. There's Tanner Smith. There is Roy Shooning.
Dusty Alberts.
He wanted to look inside, and there was a rush coming from the inside.
And he was actually just kind of going into the squat position to protect himself as they just overran him. 5 guys on the tackle for the Buckaroos, and that's a good job.
This is by far the best pursuit I've seen our defensive line play at.
Well, they're flowing down the line. They're really staying right on the line of scrimmage and hustling.
And they're not going down. Here goes blitz, back to pass, in trouble. Oh, he misses him, and he gets away. He breaks into the secondary. Warden down to the 40 near the first down. I bet you there were 4 missed tackles there. Pretty elusive running, but a big play for Warden. It is a first down with 3:51 left in the second period.
Really a good move by Warden as he was coming down the line to throw. Greg Beamer was coming right at him, and he gave a little pump fake that he was going to put it up. Greg had to get the hands up, try to knock it down. He tucked it up and cut right underneath his arms.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Here goes a quick pitch. That's going to be to Carpenter. Carpenter gets up over the 40 to about the 37. Give him 3. In on the play again, Tim Austin, who is very active. Doggone it. They are in position to make plays, though. And missed tackles, that's the fundamentals that you just want to see getting taken care of. 2nd down, call it 7. The ball at the 37-yard line of Pendleton. Warden calling signals. And he will give it off. First man, that's going to be Brian Van Dyke. And he will be stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. And guess who? Tim Austin. You saw him about 3 weeks ago, and you said there's a kid that needs to play, and I'll tell you, he's performing.
He really is doing a good job. He did a good job for him on special teams, and I think that's what earned him this position, hustling around.
3rd down and 7. 3rd and 7, the ball at the 37-yard line of Pendleton. Warden calling signals. Going to give it off. That's to Carpenter. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another. Down to the 25. Easily a first down. Nice play. Carpenter, the fullback, going over the left side once again. 1st and 10 with 2:23 left here in the second period. But here comes Redmond. Warden, option left side, nearly drops it, and boy, it looked like they stuffed that right at the line. I thought they gave it, or keeping the ball was Warden, but it will be Carpenter, and he will be stuffed for no gain. 2nd and 10. Actually, a loss of about a half a yard.
Langmesser in on that tackle, along with Tanner Smith and, again, Tim Austin.
So here it goes, 2nd down and 10. The ball right at the 25-yard line of the Buckaroos. Pendleton 14-7. They're on top. Blitz coming. Back to pass. Has a man open. Nearly intercepted. They're going to call interference.
Boy,
and I'll tell you, that should be offensive interference. If
the ball was overthrown, all Drew did right there was put his hands up and just hesitate for a second.
It will be against the Buckaroos as Drew Van Cleve will be called. Great coverage down there. And that puts Redmond in great field position. That was good coverage. There was a little bumping, but it was
initiated by the receiver.
It really was. You will not see offensive pass interference very often. The ball will be at the 12-yard line of the Buckaroos. Checking in will be Roy Shuney once again. Swearingen comes out, or Zimmerman possibly. So here comes Redmond there trying to tie this baby up. 1:38. Time is a counting. Here goes a quick pitch outside. Good play by Beamer inside the 9. Beamer was getting blocked one-on-one, and he shed that blocker, made a nice play, and pulls down Carpenter.
Seen that happen a couple of times. Shedding the blocker, staying with it, coming back from the outside to inside to make a tackle.
Minute 17 and counting. That's a gain of a couple. The ball at the Pendleton 10-yard line. Pendleton on top, 14-7. For Redmond driving. Here goes same side as this time Warden absolutely gets drilled, and that's going to be a short gain, if any. So timeout is called. We're going to take a timeout. 59 seconds left. Redmond takes a time. Let's take a 30-second break along the line. The score with 59 seconds left here in the second period. Pendleton 14, Redmond 7. We'll be back in 30.
Columbia River Bank is proud of its ongoing support of youth programs in all our communities. We understand the need for young people to realize dreams.
Pass looking in the end zone. Intercepted by Noe. It's going to be a touchback, and that was an ill-advised throw. Throwing it was number 1. That was
not on the roster.
Not on the roster. That was Virgil, not on the roster. And a nice interception. And boy, right there you want, it's high school kids, but just throw that thing away. You're down at the 9-yard line, and that's something that could come back to bite them. Pendleton right now ought to have their 2-minute offense right here. 53 seconds left. Pendleton will have the ball on their own 20-yard line. Here we go. Nathan Oliver now, the receiver on the near side. Drew Van Cleve far side. Pendleton dodges a bullet. Motion man is Alberts. Back to pass, looking. Has Alberts caught, and at about the 22-yard line, Lyman standing right in the way. And could not find much running room. It'll be a gain of a couple to the 22. Time is ticking away, 32 seconds. But right here, just launch one. Nathan Oliver to the near side. Motion man, gonna give it. There's a delay. He ran right into the pile, did Dusty Alberts. There was a big opening to the right side of that pile, and he'll be thrown for no loss. Boy, at this point, you probably just want to run out the clock. Who called the timeout?
Redmond did.
Redmond calls a timeout with 11 seconds. We'll take a 30. Welcome back. 14-13 to score. Crook County and Hood River. And 21-7 it is Hermiston over Summit. So here we go with 11 seconds left. Motion man. They're going to give it off to Chinnup. It's going to be Newey keeping the ball. Gets up over the 20 to 25. That was a 3rd down and 11 play, and that should end it. The first half is over here at homecoming. Buckaroos playing pretty darn good football and all. Kelly Dietz, Chase Berry. And there's the kick. They pooch kick, and that will be to Tanner Smith, I believe. He is hit hard at the 36. Good job. Got the ball, kept hold of it, and pretty good field position for the Buckaroos. They wanted to keep it away from Chase Berry.
Probably a good move on Redmond's part, but it gives Pendleton great field position to start this out. They're going to start at about the 47-yard line, and that's a good place to, or the 37, and that's a good place to start.
So the 37 is where it will be, and here we go. See what kind of a formation they come up with here. They're gonna go with the bear. Nick Hawkins will have his first opportunity. So here we go. Chase Berry right behind. And they're going to fake, and there is a wide open corner looking inside. That's going to be a gain of 8 of Brian Noe. He will get it up to the 45-yard line, a gain of about 9.
Good job by Brian. They're running out of the double tight, out of the veer. Brian keeps the ball after faking to Chase Berry. Looked like he kept looking for that opening in the middle. He was looking for it to open up, expected it to open. It really didn't. He still picks up 8 yards on it, but really he didn't really run at it. He just was going with the flow of things.
And what do we have? Now we're going. Opening moments, 3rd period. Pendleton with a 14-7 lead. Out of double tight, Beamer and Andrew Wild. And they will give it off to Chase Berry. First down, gets up over the 50 to the 49. Chase doing a good job. Again, keep in mind, he has got a partial separation. You wouldn't know it.
No, he hasn't even looked like he's flinched out there at all. And I just watched right there thinking about that. The main blow came right on his shoulder. Didn't seem to bother him. Then he got another blow as he was getting up, and it didn't bother him either. So he's a tough kid.
First and 10 at the Redmond 49-yard line. Pendleton moving the football nicely. And they will give it off. Now they're going to fake. A good run by Noe. Noe is pushed forward. A gain of 7 up over the 45 to the 43-yard line of Redmond.
Good job of ball faking by Brian right there, and just, again, turning that thing right back up, going right with the flow of off the tackle behind Roy Schuning and Brian Zimmerman.
I want to go back to the coaching. They have given lots of different looks, and right now we have seen the double wing. We have seen the spread a little bit, and now the veer. And this is, I'm sure, what they have practiced against all week long. See how they handle it. Gain of 8, second down and 2. Back to pass, looking, throws it deep. Ball put up and in and out of the hands of Kip Curtis. And I don't know, are they going to say there's a push out by Kip? Let's see. There's 2 flags down at the 13-yard line.
I don't know that they're going to call that on Kip, because
I don't know.
I think
there was some hand fighting going on.
His hands sticking out.
Did he?
Kip just slowed down. Their defender had his hands out.
Good deal. It's going to be against Redmond. Buckaroos get a big one. Boy, that was a well-thrown football right there.
And Kip upset because he really knows he should have caught that ball because it hit him right in the hands. But it was a good pattern, a great throw by Brian, and we get the benefit of the penalty there.
That was a good pattern. So it will be a first down, the ball inside the 30 to the 27. First and 10, Buckaroos are moving it. 10-12 left here in the third period. Pendleton with a 7-point lead. Out of the veer formation, staggered eye. Here goes option. Noe looking, pitches to Hawkins. Hawkins scoots to the 25. Boy, he just got ankle tackled. And he will get a couple, maybe. Give him a yard, maybe. They're going to mark it just shy of the 25. Give him 2, second down and 8. Good idea. Just missing another 6 or 7 yards with that ankle tackle. Single split near side is Curtis. Out of the veer formation, double tight end. Here goes fake a counter, and what do we have?
Somebody was in motion for Pendleton.
Oh boy, those are the things. You get the ball moving, and now you put yourself, it's going to be a legal procedure. Motion.
They were going to run a counter trap as they were going to pull a guard, and it looked like the guard flinched a little bit early, trying to make sure he got out around the center to get in position to trap block.
So it'll be second down and 12 from the 30-yard line of Redmond. 9:26 left here in the third period. Same formation. This time they'll give it off to Chase. Chase got tripped, and he will pick up about 3, and it'll be third and long, but they are in 4-down territory.
Well, they are, and that's really too bad. They just had, I don't know, Redmond number in there. I couldn't see it, but he's a little short, round, stocky guy, and he was on the ground and rolling around, and Chase just not able to get up over the top of him. He had running room. He had blockers out in front, but he was able to trip him up.
Third down and 9. Third and 9. Drew Van Cleve now split to the near side. Long count. Back to pass. Looking. Throws. I thought he had him. Great attempt as they play action, a quick play action, running tight end to the middle of the zone to Andrew Wild, and just missing the connection for an incomplete pass.
Ryan had to throw that just a little bit early. They had a linebacker came on that one, and he just had to release it a little too soon. A great effort by Andrew Wild. A nice throw by Brian. Put it where he had to, but just couldn't make the connection.
Here they go with, now they're out of the double wing. Back to pass, looking, throws, to the end zone. Oh, tipped away. Beautiful play by number 3 in there. That's Houston, yep. And Beamer, intended receiver, and I'll tell you, that was very close to being 6.
It really was. It was really tightly covered right there was Beamer, and then he had a little separation just before he got into the end zone, and Houston did an excellent job sticking a hand up there to bat it away just at the last second.
I'll tell you, he threw the ball right on the button, just, we're talking inches. So here they go, 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line, and there's going to be an offsides. And there you go, back-to-back offsides, one on offense, one on defense. It'll be 1st and 5 now. Must have been a hard count because there were a couple 3 individuals moving. 8:34 left here in the 3rd. Here comes the Redmond Panthers. 4-man front, 4 linebackers. Warden going to give it off to the fullback. He breaks one tackle, breaks another. Finally stood up for about, it's right at the stick for a 1st down. That was Brian An Dyke rather. Going to be a gain of about 4. I think it's just shy of a 1st down. So a 2nd down and short.
That's by Tanner Smith in there.
2nd and call it a half a yard for a 1st down. Single split wide left. Here comes the blitz, going to give it fullback, and it's going to be a 1st down. That's going to be to Carpenter, and it will be a couple-yard gain. Moves the ball to the Redmond 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there, but all started with an offsides.
Yeah, it did. Langmesser and Orr make the tackle right there after the gain of 3, but
1st and 10. The one thing you've got to feel good about, the passing game has not seemed to be a factor. If they can stop the run here and get a touchdown, they're going to have a tough time against Pendleton. Here's a motion man right behind the quarterback. Here's a big flip. Going to try to spread it out. Defense trying to spread it out. Finally pulled down after a gain of about 6. It was a quick flip to 45. That's Brandon Carpenter. That'll be a gain of 7. Moving the ball to the 45-yard line of Redmond. From the inside, and it will be Pendleton ball. That was close. Okay, now we're out of the run and shoot. Twins to both sides. Single back. And that will be to Chase Berry. And it will be a short gain of about 3. Out of bounds, does he? Driven back after a gain of a couple. He'll get the ball to the 41-yard line of Pendleton. They obviously see something up the middle, but Pendleton recognizes it pretty well.
Well, Pendleton splits their guards out a ways, and then they slant back to the inside, and Warden trying to go up the middle on that.
Along to 2nd down and 8. The ball at the 43. There's an inside handoff, just a quick hitter, and that'll be a gain of about 4, maybe 5. That ball given off to, again, Carpenter. Gets off the ball pretty nicely. Not a very big runner.
Tanner Smith, Langmesser, and Tim Austin in on that tackle. But one thing I've noticed so far this half is the tackles by Pendleton are made being piled on. They're jumping on the backs instead of meeting them in the hole and standing them up. They're riding them down.
3rd and a yard. The ball at the Pendleton 37. And there's going to be an offsides again. Pendleton's anticipating the count, and it is absolutely, they're only 5 yards, but they are huge, huge momentum builders. So another, and Redmond doing a good job of discipline, not moving.
Well, they are, and that's just something you can't have. I mean, you give up 5 yards here, 5 yards there, and it puts you in here, they're 1st and 5.
This is not the first rodeo. That's a 1st down, and the ball down to the 31-yard line now at Pendleton, and 2 big offside penalties, and Redmond doing a good job of discipline. They're going to give it off the fullback. No, this time there's the pitch. Fakes. He stumbled a little bit, did the pitch man. They faked to the fullback. I thought he had it. Then Warden kept it. One-to-one option. Did pitch it to the wide man. That and Ann Dyke, I believe. And it'll be a gain of 2. A lot of action for a short game.
Tanner Smith, Roy Schuning right there to trip him up.
The ball inside the 30 to the 29-yard line of Pendleton. They are in 4-down territory. Single split near side. Tight end to the right side. Motion man. Here goes the big pitch, and there's a big hit. Nobody picked up Greg Beamer, and that is a loss of about 6 yards back to the 35.
Good effort by Greg Beamer. It looked like they tried to do the old Oregon play also. Made the little counter fake to the inside and turn and pitch it quickly outside, and Beamer had no part of it. Stuffed him.
Let's take a timeout. 4:14 left in the third. A big 3rd down and long coming up. 14. The ball back to the 35-yard line of Pendleton. They need to get to the 21 for a first down. They're out of the shotgun. 2 backs surrounding. Here goes back to pass. Flag down. Throwing or looking to throw, and brought down by Orr at about the 30-yard line, but they're going to be, I believe, motion. I think they will decline that. It'll be a gain of about 4, as looking to pass was Warden, sprinted out to the right side, and good pursuit by Sean Orr.
You know, I think Warden, every time he does that, I think he's looking more to run than he is to pass. He doesn't really put the ball up to really throw it. He just sets it up there, and he's really looking and dancing around to run, and good job by Pendleton to stay with it.
4th down and 10, a huge play, and you do not want to be offsides. Here we go. Buckaroo defense. Warden gets it, back to pass, looking, throws into corner, has a man, it is caught.
Boy, there was a holding right there, and they didn't call it.
There's a catch at the 13-yard line, 1st and 10. Nathan Oliver was there, but he was about a half a step late.
Really, the ball tipped up in the air by the receiver, and he was falling down, made the catch.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They're going to mark it back to the 14-yard line, and that was a huge play, and that ball was in the air for an hour. Here comes the offense of Warden and Redmond. Inside handoff to Carpenter. He is corralled after a gain of 1. In on the play, it looked like Schuning. Checking in will be, who is that?
Drew Van Cleve.
Is that Drew? You'll check in for Nathan Oliver. Boy, huge 4th down conversion. Nice catch. 2nd down, he got 1. 2nd and 9 from the Pendleton 13. There's Warden. Looked like a bit of a mix-up. Looked like he wanted to give the fullback, and he goes forward, and a slew of tacklers in there to make the play, including Langmesser and Tanner Smith. It'll be the ball to about the 10, just outside the 10. 3rd down, and call it 7. 3rd and 7 for the first down. Deep into Pendleton territory with 2:35 left here in the third. Pendleton up 7. And there goes option, looking to the right side, cuts inside, gets inside the 5, I believe. No, he does not. Yes, he does.
He's about the 4-yard line.
He is at the 4, close to a first down. Pretty good run by Warden, who just picked it up, cut it inside, and it will be just shy, I believe. Nope, it's going to be close enough to measure. So it's either 4th down and short or a first down and goal to go. Fourth down and less than a football at the 4-yard line of Pendleton. 2:20 and counting. Long count. And they will give it off. That's going to be a first down, maybe a touchdown. He gets in. Touchdown to Carpenter. Carpenter will put it in from 4 yards out. It is 14-13. Redmond a point away from tying it up.
Just to give to the fullback, and he just keeps pushing right off the left side and just driving all the way down to the end zone.
Here goes the extra point. Kick is up, and kick looks good. It is good. It's tied up 14 apiece. 2:10 left in the third. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. Okay, very good. 31-7. Here's the kickoff. A big kickoff as Dunphy will get it at his 25. Tries to go outside and is barreled over at the 30. About a return of 5 yards. And here comes the Buckaroo offense. This is where you find out what you're made of, right here.
Oh, need a drive right
You
here.
just get scored on. They had a nice drive, but a simple little 5-yard offside. Kind of you lost momentum early in that, or late in that drive, and Pendleton was forced to be 4th and long actually. So here we go, 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. It is 14 apiece, 2:04 left here in the third. 14 apiece. 31-7. It's Hermiston over Summit on the road. And here goes a handoff. That's going to be to Chase, and Chase is going to be thrown back after a gain of a couple maybe. He'll get up to about the 34-yard line.
Looks like Cody Shuny now in the ball game at right tackle. For the Buckaroos.
Let's take a look at that offensive line. Andy Austin along with John Fisher. You just talked about Cody Shuning, his cousin Roy Shuning over there. Also John Levy. So here they go. 2nd down and call it 7, gain of 3. Motion man is, here they go. They're going to option. No, there goes Chase Berry. Oh, he just got an ankle. He's at the 50, but he was gone for a huge touchdown run. Doggone it.
Only man that could have stopped him, and he got a shoestring and was able to trip him up because he was gone.
He was gone. That'll be a gain of about, it was at 20 exactly. Big ground gainer and good field position now for the Buckaroos. Out of the double wing. There they go. Back. They're running the option, and instead of taking a pop, Brian will decide just to get back to maybe just short of the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, call it 10. They had that one pretty well sniffed out.
Well, they did. It was the same play exactly, just going back the other way. They run the man in motion, stop him, and then turn around and go right back where he came from.
Single split near side. Greg Beamer out of the double wing. Chase Berry right behind. And there goes the Oregon play to the 45, to the 40. There's Alberts to the 25. Nearly breaks the tackle. He gets to the 20. No flag on the play, and there was nobody there.
Nobody
they faked the dive inside, kind of do a reverse pivot, get the momentum going right, and then pitch left, and it works.
Everything going right. Dusty Alberts was going in motion to the right, stopped right behind the fullback. They fake it to the fullback, going to the right side, turn around and quick pitch it out to the left, and Dusty got outside for 30.
That's a play you can't run all the time, but there's motion right there. I'm telling you what, just what we've talked about.
2 men going in motion. Had 1 man go in motion, another one stepped back, flinched, and that's just
you cannot win championships doing that. And I just can't overemphasize that enough. Listen to the count. And actually, as a wide receiver, you can just watch the football being snapped. No reason to anticipate it. All right, here we go. 1st and 15. The ball moved back to the 25-yard line. Out of the double wing. Motion man is Alberts. Here they go. Going to pitch to Alberts. Try to get outside. He did it way too early. He pitched way too early. And that's going to be a loss of 5. It's going to be 2nd down and 20. 2nd and 20.
One thing they did there, though, and it lost 5 yards, but they did set this up for another play, is they had Kip Curtis come right back against the grain the other way, and there was not one Redmond player ever stayed with him.
That is the end of the third. Buckaroos and Redmond tied up at 14 apiece. Recreational vehicles right here in the area. From fifth wheels and campers, travel trailers, find the finest RVs on the road from Comrie RV. From 35, 34-yard line. Here come the Buckaroos. Andy Austin over center. Over the football, motion man is Alberts. And here goes, it's going to be a handoff directly to Chase Berry, and nothing there as he will pick up maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd and long. So it'll be 3rd down and 19. 3rd and 19. Right here, try to get 15 or 16 yards and have a short 4th down situation. Maybe not try to get it all here. 3rd down and 19. 3rd and 19. Brian Newey calling signals. Back to pass. Has lots of time. Looks caught by Van Cleve, and that is exactly what you needed to do. He got the ball, threw it before he turned, and Drew will make a nice catch at the 13. They need to get to the 10.
Nice throw and nice catch by Drew. Good throw by Brian. Put it on the outside where only Drew was going to make that catch. What do we got going on here?
I think they got hooked up. Or maybe he's hurt. There's a Redmond player that just getting up slowly. Is he all right? Oh, that was weird. All right. So it's going to be 4th down and 3. 4th and 3 from about the 13-yard line. Huge play for the Buckaroos right here. Right now, that play that Kip Curtis has got 50 yards and 2 carries might be the one you might anticipate.
Timeout, Pendleton.
Single split wide side.
Jumbo set.
They're going to go with Jumbo. Let's see what we end up with here. Look for the tight end very possibly. There you go. Play action. Wide open is Beamer. Caught, touchdown, Beamer.
Great play.
You could see the alignment of the defense. They did not recognize Beamer as a tight end at all. They were not in body position at all. He just released off the line, and he was wide open.
It's a great play call right there by Bryce Gunlock and the coaching staff coming out of the huddle. Jumbo package, fake that little counter dive right there. As you said, Greg Beamer kind of snuck out of the huddle to the line of scrimmage. They didn't pick it up, and there was nobody within 5, 6, 7 yards of him.
Here's a big kick. Snap is good. Kick is up. Is the kick good? It is good! It is 21-14. Buckaroos have taken another lead. 10:52 left here in the 4th. Let's take a 1-minute timeout.
Of the working man's truck.
I got a couple more scores. And
Just a second. There's a kickoff to the 10, and running back breaks up over the 25 to the 27. Yeah, go ahead, Ricky.
And in the 3rd quarter, it was Hermiston 38, Summit 7.
Okay.
At halftime, it was Hood River 20, Crook County 19. And at halftime, it was Mountain View 23, Bend 10.
23 to 10 over Bend. So it's still close with Hood River and Crook County.
Yep.
Okay, very good. 1st and 10. Here come the Redmond Panthers. The ball resting on the 28-yard line of Redmond. Out of Twins. They're going to hand off. There's a fullback. There could be a hold. There's a flag down, and it's usually in the holding area. That's going to be Carpenter. It's going to be a gain. No, actually, I think that was Ann Dyke. And it's going to go back. Let's see what they have. George is going to, it is a hold against Redmond. Big play there.
Big play. That's a good one for Pendleton right there.
So here we go. First and, what is it going to be? 1st and 30, I guess. 1st and 30 from the 20-yard line now. Warden calling signals. Here goes a reverse. Going to be a play. It's going to be a pass. Caught. And laid in on the tackle, and a nice catch. A gain of about 12 all the way up to the 31-yard line. That's going to be a reverse and then a pass out of it. A nice play and a nice catch. A gain Call it 12. Second down and 8. Second and 8. Nice play call. Catching the football over there, I believe, was Houston. Here goes a handoff. Now he's going to fake it. Now there's the option. They throw him out of bounds right near the first down marker. That's going to be in on the play as Drew Van Cleve and Noe, but it's going to be close to a first down at the 38-yard line. It's going to be third down and a yard and a big play. Third down and 1. The ball resting on the 37-yard line of Redmond. What do we have? We've got a helmet problem with Drew Van Cleve. There you go. All cinched up. Third down and 1. Third and 1. I'll tell you, this number 84 down here is as bald as I am. Holy cow.
Well,
third and 1.
Probably not as blind because he's number 64.
Third down and 1. Here goes fullback. First down, 45. And again, they have been successful over the left tackle position.
You had a defender ran right by him, running right through that hole, and did not recognize the ball was in the timeout by Pendleton.
Pendleton will call a timeout. We're going to take a timeout. Let's take a 1-minute break. 9:12 left, 21-14. Buckaroos will be back after this 1-minute timeout.
For reliable and friendly service from a friend in your community. When you're looking for and need insurance, call BizNet Insurance right now. You'll find a full-service insurance agency. From auto, home, business, health, life, or even farm insurance needs, make BizNet and Associates your first step. BizNet Insurance, 121 South Main in Pendleton, or call 276-1418. 276-1418.
St. Anthony Hospital is a vital part of Pendleton and the entire region. St. Anthony Hospital has been a leader for the last 100 years in community events, from sponsorships to caring for your friends and family when health is an issue. To learn more about your local hospital, visit the St. Anthony Hospital website at www.sahpendleton.org. Your health is everything, and St. Anthony Hospital is there for you, with a mission to heal and a promise to care.
Welcome back as the Buckaroo defense allows 4 yards to the 50-yard line while we were away. They had a quick timeout as Carpenter takes a flip and is run out of bounds right in front of the bench. Second down and 5. Here goes Warden. Warden, first down, has running room. Collar down inside Pendleton territory at the 41. Good run. He just found a seam on the corner and sprinted.
He just basically is going with it on his own. He's not running any kind of an option. He's just taking the snap, rolling out to the outside, and trying to find a hole to run to. That time he had a seam, just took off forward. There's nobody there to pitch to. There's just blockers out in front.
First and 10 at the Pendleton 42-yard line, out of staggered backs. Going to give it off to the fullback. He's got running room. He's got to break a tackle to the 30, to the 20. He's got to score. 5, touchdown Carpenter, all the way from the 42-yard line. Just when the defense was playing so well, and they give up a big one. They had 2 tackles right near the line of scrimmage, and now it is a 1-point game. Kicking will be Redmond for the extra point. Good snap, kick is up, looks good, is good. It is 21 apiece, 8:37 left here in the fourth. We'll be back in third. Elected will be, I believe, Dunphy. Dunphy breaks up, running hard, 40, breaks out of the pack, up over the 45 to the 44 of Redmond. That is great determined running.
That was great running because he was really in a pile at the 35 and just kept the feet driving, kept pounding away, and slipped out to the outside, and he goes quarterback down to the 44-yard line of Redmond.
Redmond now having to play defense. 8:28. It'd be nice to have about an 8-minute and 20-second drive. 27 apiece, Crook County and Hood River, but most importantly is this one right here. 1st and 10 from the Redmond 44, 21 all out of the double wing. Here goes option, nobody there, gonna pitch now to Dusty Alberts. They faked in. That play really was not designed that way, I do not believe. Went fullback, went halfback. Then finally the trailing back gets in. It's going to be a gain of about 5 to the 39-yard line.
Boy, I tell you, that looked like disaster right there for a little while, as it looked like Brian was just turning around and pitching it. But Dusty Alberts did a pretty good job catching up to that pitch.
Here we go, 2nd and 5. Clock ticking at 7:54 here in the 4th. Out of the double wing. Back to pass, looking, has a man open over the outstretched hands of Alberts. It'll be 3rd down and 5, rather. 3rd and 5, probably 4-down territory. I shouldn't say that.
You never know. You might be able to pin him back if you can't get him. But let's get 5 yards and not worry about it.
3rd down and 5. Gonna have to hurry up a little bit. Here we go. 3rd down and 5. A long 5, actually more 3rd down and 6. They better hurry. Out of the double wing, here they go. Nobody there, they flip out to Kip Curtis. Gonna get to the corner, he's thrown down. And they are not gonna get a face mask. That's gonna be short, about 2 yards. Boy, Bryce Gunlock wanted it too. It's 4th down and a yard. You gotta go. You do not want to put the ball in the hands of Redmond. If nothing else, go on a long hike. But they need to go 4th down and a yard. 4th and a yard. The ball resting at the 36-yard line. Out of the double wing. Chase Berry right behind Noe.
Brian could get it himself right up the middle.
Here it goes. Handoff. Nope, he's going to fake it. He's going to give it off, or he's going to keep it, rather, Brian Noe, and he will get plenty. He'll get down to the 30-yard line, and a good determined run by Brian Noe.
Good job. Put his head and shoulders down, just bowled right over the defender, the would-be tackler. Picks up 4 or 5 yards, actually, on the carry. Gets the 1st down.
So a nice run down to the 30-yard line. You want to eat up the clock and come up with a big, big touchdown. An extra point. 6:41 and counting. They need to hurry out of the huddle. 1st and 10.
Double tight.
Single split near side. Double tight, as Kelly mentioned. Nobody around Beamer. There's just a swoop around the left side. Fake pitch. Gets inside the 20 to about the 15-yard line. And Pendleton is moving it. Good job by Brian. Great decision making.
Good job by Brian. Good job of blocking out on the corner out there by Drew Van Cleve, blocking on the corner out there.
And Beamer, I'll tell you, Beamer is wide open. They are not playing that tight end at all. It's much like what I saw at the goal line. Here they go. 1st and 10 at about the 15-yard line of Redmond. And what do we have? What do we have?
Line judge. I don't know, maybe offsides on Redmond?
I don't know. I think they're backing Pendleton up.
False start.
False start. 1st and 15 again.
Boy, I don't know how many of those we've had at inopportune times. They're all not good, but
5 of those in this half.
1st and 15. It just stymies your run, your flow. The ball back to the 20-yard line. The point of the football at the 20. Drew Van Cleve. Single split far side. Double tight end out of the beer. Back to pass. Play action. Looking. Has a man open, and Beamer has it. I'll tell you, that to me looked like interference. He was grabbed before he caught the football. That's a little homer in me, but that was a good catch. But let me tell you, that looked to me like he was grabbed before the catch.
The defender looked like he went right through him on the inside to get to that ball. He almost got a hand on it. It was a good catch by Greg.
And that would be a Automatic first down. Second down and call it 7. There goes Nui. Nui has some running room, gets inside, close to the first down. He gets up over the 10. Let's see, where are they going to mark it? I think he's got it. I think he does have it. Looking at the marker, and this is a big marker. It would be 3rd and short. Might as well just get the first down now. Boy, keep eating the clock. 4:54 left in the 4th. And let's see where they put it. It is just barely a first down. 1st and 10 for the Buckaroos, and they are right at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal.
Got that maybe by a link on the chain.
We've had a bunch of those. We will. Okay, here come the Buckaroos. Shooting a pair in there. Austin along with Fisher. 1st and goal from the 5. Noe to give off to Chase Berry. Gets inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. Good surge.
Good job by Chase Berry following right behind Brian Zimmerman. He did a good job getting right down the line. Oh, they didn't really get a very good spot because he was...
I thought he was closer to the...
He was another yard closer, it looked like to me, but he must have touched the knee earlier.
2nd and goal from about the... just inside the 3-yard line. At a double tight end. And there's Nui just following his running back, Chase Berry, that he faked to, and he will...
The football, Redmond does, but...
I think they're going to call it dead. But the ball did get loose. Boy, oh boy, you don't want to lose it down there. Let's see how far they move the stick.
When Redmond just about got a penalty right there as they fired the ball right back at George, and George didn't even go get the football. He went right over to Redmond and followed that player. He got lucky.
That would have been an automatic first down. 3rd down from less than a yard to go. I think you just sneak it right there, Brian. You do, and he's got it. That's a touchdown, Buckaroos. A sneak by Brian Nui with 3:34 left in this one, and a big extra point is coming up. A huge extra point is coming up. As Brian saw that, there's no nose guard, nobody over the center.
Linebacker, I don't know what he was thinking because he was 3 yards deep into the end zone.
So Nui will sneak it from a yard out. A big play here, the extra point. And there's an offsides, and I think I go for 2 here. That's the old coach in me, but a yard and a half. I think you have to have enough confidence in your offense. It's going to be offsides against Redmond. They will opt. This is a big play now. A big play. Boy, that was close to being off. Good snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. Kick is good. 3:34 left here in the 4th and final period. 28-21 Buckaroos will be back in 1 minute. 8:34 left in this one. Good kick by Wallace to about the 12. Ball is on the ground, and I believe Redmond will have it as the returner coming up hard just kicked it towards the kickoff team, but it will be Redmond football. They'll have it at the 20-yard line. 80 yards. See what the defense can do.
Got to get tough right here on the corners. That's where they've had their success. The last couple of drives is coming right off this left tackle. Their left tackle.
So here they go. Buckaroo defense. Here goes the pitch outside. Greg Beamer just stuffs Carpenter. Carpenter is absolutely stuffed for a loss of about 5.
Beamer blew through the blocker and still got into the tackle and made a great play. Just a great play, taking it on himself right there was Greg Beamer.
Back to the 15. 3:06 and counting. A big 2nd down and 15 coming up. Quarterback Warden calling signals. He's going to reverse it. Pass is out there. Pass is out.
Beamer.
It is intercepted by Beamer. It's intercepted by Greg Beamer at the 37-yard line. Great job. They tried a little dipsy-do. They reversed. Looked like they're going to run the reverse. They stepped up, threw it, and it's going to be short. Good play.
How about Greg Beamer right there? The first play, he's up on the line of scrimmage. He stuffs the guy for a 6-yard loss. The very next play, he's playing 15 yards off the line. He's a safety, cuts across the middle, and makes what could be a game-saving interception to win this ball game.
2:50 left. 2:50 left now. You just take care of the football. Pendleton up 7. And they will give it off to Chase. Breaks into the secondary, running hard. Gets up over the 30 to the 29. Nice gain of about 8. He has got great determination, Chase Berry.
Good job of blocking, running right on that left side behind Roy Schuning and Brian Zimmerman, along with Andy Austin at the center spot.
2:27 and counting. Second down, call it 1. 2nd and 1 from the 29-yard line of Redmond. Brian Newey calling signals, taking some time. And he'll give it off to Chase Berry. Gets up over the 25 to about the 24-yard line, and a nice first down run and a gain of about 3. Nice job.
Good job, and they're going right where their strength. They're going right over the big seniors over there on that left side. Ride right behind them, push them through.
Chase Berry right now carrying the load, burning some time. 1:56 left. Brian Newey calling signals. Single split, double tight end. Here goes the option. Newey will keep it, gets inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. And a little bit of a confrontation there, but Brian gets away from it. It's going to be a gain of about 5, call it 6, maybe 7. 2nd down and 3. Give him 7. So call it 2nd down and 3.
Has Redmond maybe used all their timeouts?
You know, something's up.
Because they're not stopping anything. And I think they used 2 quick ones early. And
yeah, they did. 1:13. Taking a lot of time. And there goes the option. Keeping the ball is going to be Newey. He's going to be close to the first down. Inside the 15 to the 14. He will be maybe a half a yard short. Do they finally? They do call. They did have one. They waited till, man, I can't believe that. They waited till 57 seconds left in this game. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll be back after this 30-second break. Pendleton. Look for a sneak right here. Go north-south. That's what you want to do, or give it to Chase Berry. And nope, they're going to keep it, and Brian will have a first down close to the 10 to about the 11-yard line, and easily a first down. Now I think they can just bark them off. 52 seconds left. And if you don't have to snap it after this play, don't.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to have to, because they're going to run this thing. The clock is moving now. More than likely just going to take a knee.
43 seconds left. And they will keep Drew Van Cleve back. They will just take a knee. And it will be 30 seconds. And I do not think by the time they set the ball that they will have to. Who stopped the clock?
Redmond called the
I guess they had another timeout. Unbelievable. 25 seconds left, 28-21. We're going to take another 30-second break. We'll be back. Buckaroos on top by 7. They just let me know Angie Scott was the queen of homecoming. We want to congratulate her and all the young ladies that were honored tonight. 28-21. This final play as Brian Newey will take a knee. The Buckaroos have won it. Buckaroos win it 28-21. They will not have to take another snap. And Pendleton will move to 5-3 to get ready for the Hermiston Bulldogs.
That was a good victory by the Buckaroos right here tonight as they fought back from some problems and came out and did a job. They did what they needed to do.
Buckaroos have won it Get ready for the Columbia Riverbank post-game show. We'll be back after this 3-minute timeout.
Big tackle there by Lindsay. Good tackle in there. Gains a yard. They have proven how the Denver Bears, when they have to, they can run it. Really pretty well balanced. Able to throw the ball around and they've run the ball well when they need to, as you said. 2nd and 9. 2nd down and 9. 9:26 and counting. 21-10. Pendleton down to the Denver Bears. And there's going to be a motion. So Pendleton has had that. That has been something that Pendleton has been fortunate. They've had several of those. So it'll be procedure, 2nd down, and call it 13. 2nd and 13, the ball back to the 30-yard line. Big crowd tonight here in the Redmond Stadium. As we talked about, field turf in good shape. 9:05 left in this one. 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Has some time. Now he's in trouble. Throws it high and out of bounds. Good play by Crappers. He just got rid of it. Right on him was Andrew Wild also in there. There's Gumpy putting some pressure on the passer. Good job by Andrew. Turning away from that block, getting out of the block situation and rolling out after the quarterback. So 3rd down and 13. Timeout is called by the Lava Bears, and we're going to take a timeout. Let's take a 1-minute break. 8:53 left here in the 4th. 21-10. It's all been right now.
Follow up with Coach Jefferson. Brought to you by Sports Action. The lottery store football game you play for cash. A real fan's devotion to his team is lifelong. So when painting your face in team colors, you're something long-lasting. Like an oil-based enamel or an good exterior latex. Oregon Lottery. Playtime. Visit OregonPlaytime.com. Sports Action is not associated with the NFL. Every game for different chance and should be played for entertainment only and investment purposes. Odds paid by events played. Always pay out 60%.
Tony stops by for J&B Automotive on Willow Road. Willow Road, that's the name of the road. It's the home of those two cousins. No, they're brothers, Jim and Brett. Oh, who cares much? They fix the roads and keep them running, so I can keep the produce moving. You know, one time I delivered in the produce nation. Hey, kid. I slept in, I just ran right out and jumped in the rig, and you know what? It started right on thanks to those two cousins and J&B Automotive on Willow Road. That's the name of the road.
Welcome back, 3rd down and 13. They're going to hand it off. Neto fumbles the ball. Can Pendleton get it? They do. Neto fumbles the ball, and the Buccaneers get a break. Sean Orr. Here's a big hit. It looked like a helmet was right on top of the football. I think Sean Orr actually caused that fumble and then recovered it as he was coming down the line pursuing. Popped him from behind. The ball squirted out, and Sean just scrambled right over the top. And got on top of it. So Pendleton will take over. 8:44. That's what the Buccaneers needed. Now they need to open it up and go. They need to score quickly. As we talked about earlier, they cannot afford to grind it on. Twins to the near side. Tight end, right side. And now they'll give it up. There goes Chase Berry. They're in the 2nd half over the 40 to about the 45. Good run. That's got to be a 1st down. Hustling, they know they need to get going. 8:37 and counting. Nice run, 13 yards on the carry. Good run by Chase. They don't have a lot of time to get plays in and out. Here comes Atkins. Here comes the Buckaroo offense. Twins to the near side. To the right. Back to pass. Has some time. Wide open. And he's got got it. It's Kip Curtis at the 20. Can he outrun him? He will get into the end zone. Beautiful play by Kip Curtis. He almost fell, almost did not make that grab. But that was a nice play.
It was a nice pump fake by Brian as he threw both shoulders into that. Yeah, he did. In the big pump fake, they had a man go short, Kip did just a little hitch and go, and took off down the sidelines. And he said he was stumbling around and stumbling.
I thought he was a foul before he got there.
He got it in.
He certainly did. Pendleton going to go for, let's say, it's 21-16. Looks like they're going to go for two. They are going to go for two, I do believe. Yeah. They need to get going now. Clock is ticking. It's in the 3-yard line. 21-16 the score. We need to hurry. They're going to get penalized. It's going to be close. The internal clock that you have, and there's going to be a Murray sneak. It was wide open up the middle, and that's a two-point conversion. Nobody up the middle. They saw something there, and the Buccaneers are down 21-18. We got some football left. Huge play, and it was a Murray to Curtis connection. Beautiful job. 54 yards, Zap says, and no touchdown. And that is 54 yards to the inch. And Pat's got her in the stats. They turned that turnover into a huge play. Buccaneers are back in it, see if they can keep the momentum going at this point. And field position off this kickoff is going to be big. Need some good coverage. That's something we haven't had a lot of tonight as far as our kick team goes. So it'll be Kenley Wallace who can kick it down there very well. Just need guys to sprint and stay in their lanes and make a good play and maybe even come up with another recovery. Back deep will be number 5. That in Sean Lever, 6 foot, 185-pound receiver. So here they go. 8:02 left. Pendleton down 3. And there is a line drive kick. It's going to be to Lever. Lever coming up and is thrown down at the 30, and that's going to be Simpson in there. Nice play by Rory Simpson. So here come the Buckaroo defense. They've got to be fired up now. A big lightning in the bottle strike from Murray to Kip Curtis. So here they go. Can they get it done here? First and 10 from their own 30-yard line with a 3-point lead to Ben Lava Bears. Cappy calling signals. And they'll hand it off to first man. That's going to be a short game. That's going to be in on the tackle is Andrew Wild, Dumphy, and that's going to be, that was Bruce, and he's still, every time he runs the ball, he has to come off for a couple of plays on that right leg. Severson now, who is a main threat. That was gain of 1. I don't know if you'll see him come back in anymore.
You know, Severson, though, the only problem with him is he's got a little bit of an injury, and he hasn't run as well since he went out early in the first half. He's not running with the same steam. Pendleton with about 6 in the box. Here they go. Going to be a hand. No, it's a fake, and there's that pass out to the side. Big block on the corner, first down. Boy, they were. Coaches on the sideline were all over that on a clip, and they did not get a call on it.
I didn't see it.
It was pretty close. They had a peel back block, and
looks like the guy turned.
Must have been a nice first down run, and that's that little waggle pass. He just floats out to the left, sprints out, does the quarterback, and throws to the near back. There's about 5 yards into the defensive zone and catches it. Very simple play. So a big first down play. The clock continues to run with 7 minutes left here in the fourth. Pendleton down 3. Defensive pressure is the name of the game right now. Buckaroos trying to get something going. Here goes that deep handoff, and there's going to be a flag down, and that's usually in a holding area, and that's going to be huge. don't think they'll take that, though.
I think I would.
You might have to move them back. They lost 3 on the play.
I think you absolutely have to take it, just because of field position. Major penalty, drops them back, and that's going to be first and...
they're going to decline it.
Are they going to decline that? I don't know. Well, I'll tell you, they're going to decline it. They're going to take the... I don't know. 6:42 left.
Loss of 3, get to 2, basically. Good job by Roy Sheeny on that. Sucking up on that draw play and making the tackle for the loss.
Second down and call it 12. The ball right on top of the 40-yard line. Their own 40-yard line of the Ben Lather Bears. Buckaroos fired up defensively. Now they just have to make another defensive stand. 6:25 and ticking. Back to pass. Cappy. Ball put up and he did not turn. And it will be ran out of bounds at about the Pendleton 44-yard line. That ball is hanging up if you just turn around.
Just got to turn. And they're watching the receivers so much. The receivers are playing it dumb. They're just running down the field, and the defensive backs just looking right at them, waiting for them to turn and look for the ball. When they do, the defender doesn't look. The receiver's got the ball.
So it'll be a first down at the 44. That was one of the reasons I thought they should take that major penalty, back them up and make them go the long distance for the yardage. But it'll be first and 10 from the 44-yard line of Pendleton. They're going to hand it off. Nope, there's a bootleg, wide open bootleg. Gets to the corner. Finally ran out of bounds by Kip Curtis all the way down to the 24-yard line of Pendleton. Boy, you needed a stand, and hopefully they can hang in there. 6:09 left here in the fourth, and a big run. Boy, there was nobody left on the edge.
They were crashing in hard on that run. The quarterback just kept the ball and rolled around the outside.
First and 10, the ball at the 24-yard line of Pendleton. Again, earlier they came up with the big shun or fumble. Can they do it here? That was a great play call right there. Calling signals is Capper. They'll give it off to Severson. Severson breaks one tackle, lunges to about the 20, gain of 4.
Lang must have went on the tackle. Here's where Pendleton needs to start trying to strip the football a little bit, too.
I said 4, they're going to mark it back to about a 2-yard gain. Right here, did you just talk about stripping the ball?
Yeah, you need to do it.
Yep, right here. Time is a ticking. 5:40 left here in the fourth. Long count. Going to give it off to Nope. They fake it to Nutter, and there's the big quarterback. Picks up an easy first down inside the 10 to the 8. Inside the 8 to about the 7-yard line. They don't have an answer for that. So a good fake to Nutter. Quarterback keeps it. And I'll tell you, he's a big, strong kid.
He is. He's 6'2", 215. That's a pretty good-sized load coming down, and these are the only 2 times he's seen that play tonight.
First and goal. You would love to see him force a situation where they have to kick a field goal. We'll attempt it. Clock is ticking at 5:11. Right here, defense has got to be tough. They're out of the jumbo formation, 3 running backs. They're going to give it off to say, there's the fake. He is wide open. It is touchdown, Ben Lather Bears. They faked another great play call as Pendleton just did not have an answer for the fake and the quarterback sweep on 3 separate plays. Outstanding job by the play calling of the Ben Lather Bears. Great job. They saw that Pendleton was piling it up, tackle to tackle. Put a lot of pressure on those outside linebackers, and Cappy will make it a 27-18 score, Bend on top. Extra point
ready to go. Snap is good. Kick is up. Kick is good. It is a 28-18 score. 10-point lead for the Ben Lava Bears. Let's take a 30-second timeout. 4:54 left in this one. We'll be back in 30.
John Deere knows when it comes to your yard, you give nothing less than 110%. Leave it to me. Accept financing for the 1.9%. 1.9% financing on most lawn and garden tractors during deer season 2002. After all, we're lawn folks, not loan sharks. Nothing runs like a deer. Nothing before the first 2002 is subject to approved credit and county credit and sale insurance to pursue the subject details. Play your implement. Pennington, Pennington, and Wasco. Open Saturdays till noon.
Welcome back. 4:54 left. Pendleton needs 2 big scores. Can be done. They have all timeouts remaining. See if they can get it done here. They need to start quickly here. Where you just felt that Pendleton. Effective at squib kick. McDonough in there. They've maneuvered more people deep, which is a good play here. So here they go. The kickoff by the Ben Lava Bears from their own 40. The squib has been effective. There's another squib, and it will be collected in there by Simpson. Carries it up over the 35 to the 37-yard line. About the best position they've had out there. Kick return. Special teams have been excellent for them. So here come the Buckaroos. See if they can get something going here quickly. Big touchdown pass previously. See if they can do it again. Clock is a ticking. And the Buckaroo offense from their own 37-yard line. Not over yet, but time at 4:50. And there goes the play action, back to pass, throws a dart, caught. Nice job by the defender. Nice catch by Drew Van Cleve. That'll be a gain of about 8. By Drew, by Brian to Drew, and a good catch by Drew. So a gain of 9, second down and call it 1. He goes to check out. Here come the Buckaroo offense. The ball resting on the 46-yard line, and 46. Second down and 1. Long count, back to pass, nope, gonna give it off to Dusty Alberts, and he'll easily get the first down. Nice run up over the 50 to about the 48. The clock will stop, but they need to call a play and get going. Here comes Hawkins, checking for Dusty Alberts. Clock starts with 4 minutes. There's some confusion. Timeout is going to be called, and we'll take a timeout. 3:52 left in this one. Down 10, 28-18. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. Time to pinch your once again, but this time get lasting good looks with Weather Outlet Thursday now. Big savings from PGT. Choose from more than 2,100 fabulous weight-resistant colors. You save right now on Weather Outlet. Exterior flat just $16.99 a gallon. Satin $19.99. With single glass just $20.99. Including dirty siding in minutes without any scrubbing with True Value Housing Siding Waste. Only $4.88 a gallon. Great things, big savings, all at PGT. Jimmy Sweds, the manager of John's Home Pest Control, says now is the time to take care of those pesky bug problems from weed control, ants, wasps, spiders, even agents that become problems to your dwellings and even trees. if you want the best, contact Robbins Road Pest Control. 276-2125. They've talked about it since 55. Known to the ownership of Kevin A. Smith. Robbins Road Pest Control on Pennington's Earth Ward Hill. Robbins Heart. Welcome back. 3:47, there was a second down pass play. Open was Beamer in the seam and just overthrown, and it will be third down. That's second down and 10 from the 48-yard line, but most importantly, the clock does stop. So here comes the offense. Still time if they can score here quickly. Trips to the near side. Motion man is Chase Bird. Here goes a Deland. Just not going to block. And now he's going to be a quarterback. Going to be a quarterback drop. Yeah, but there was not a place for him to go. He picked the wrong side, and then there was nowhere for him to go. And then he's going down after about a gain of a yard and a half, 2 yards. Third down and 8, third and 8. 3:20 counting. 3:20 and counting. He's done a pretty good job of blocking up front tonight. There's a motion man into backfield, back to pass, still plenty of time, throws a dart, ooh, just past the hands and throw as Greg Beamer goes down in a heap. Good effort, but incomplete, and it will be fourth down and 8. The ball resting at the 48-yard line of Boone. So a do-or-die situation now. Everybody going down deep. You can run somebody across the middle behind the deep receivers. You would probably have somebody open. Trips to the near side. Single splitting Greg Beamer far side. Back to pass. Here's that middle screen. Here we go. Needs a first down. Gets it. I don't know. I do not know. It depends on where they mark it. It is very close. Chase Berry, they ran a drag. Yeah, sure. Well, I'll tell you, that is, I don't know. Scott tripped up. He missed that by just a ball. It is very close. He got it by the nose of the ball. I don't know. I think he's sure. He may be right. It looks like quite a bit of chain link left there, doesn't it? This is the ball game right here. I don't think he did. Inches. It is first down. First down. Holy cow, that was had a scuff mark on it. Well, you knew it was going to be close. Well, they just motioned the first down, and there will be a first down. You know, the Ben players aren't arguing that at all. They weren't jumping up and down saying the other way, so, well, that's a big play. Good job by Chase Berry. Good pass from Brian Nye. Good idea. 2:59 counting. Here we go. Clock stops. Now it starts. Trips to the near side. Motion man is Chase Berry. Close to being in motion. Back to pass. Last time. Throws in the corner. And he's going to throw it straight. Oh, it was going to be intercepted and intended for Chase Berry. And it went right through the hands of the DB of Vander. That would have been it. I understand just a little bit. Defensive back for Bend is actually the quarterback. That was fortunate. So still, we have a chance, an opportunity here. Score now, get an onside kick, and we have an opportunity. Motion man is Berry. Back to pass. Intercepted. The ball out to Chip Curtis, and there's going to be the end of this one. As Brian Miller will bring down the interception made by Jason Ringer, the senior 865-pounder, and that will most likely be the ball game. Too bad. As the ball went through the hands of Kip and just unable to hang on, and it's a 10-point 3-point deficit. Pendleton has 2 timeouts remaining with 2:38 left in this one. They likely run the ball here, just running up the clock. First and 10. Timeout is going to be called by Craig Walker. We're going to take a timeout. 2:38 left, 28-18. Pendleton down to the Ben Level Bears. We'll be back in a minute.
No interest and no payments to January. Not through Monday, Pendleton Ford Lincoln Mercury. Again, income scores for under 2 minutes to go. Red River and Livingston tied at 43. Is there another score here?
43 apiece.
43 apiece.
Okay.
I guess it's enough.
Very good.
We'll update you in a little bit.
Thanks, big guy. 43 apiece, Hood River, Hermiston. Hood River, Hermiston, 43. 2:14 left. There's a run for about 4, second down and 6. Clock ticking. So Pendleton will move to 2-2 on the season. Takes